taking my hand, leading the way, staying the night. Looking at you, making your moves, there is no silence. I wish you'd never let go. All this moving in the zone, I'ma lose it out of control.
Yello, hey, welcome back to another cleaning video. We're in the kitchen and I am gonna get this bad boy just reset. There's things that were out of place and just get it cleaned and wiped down and put all the dishes back. So that's what I'm doing here. And I've got my iced coffee. I was feeling good. So I hope you are feeling good. Happy Thursday. I know that the 4th of July is tomorrow. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you had an amazing week. I've got some good cleaning motivation lined up in today's video. I hope you're taking care of yourself as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Oh, yeah. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah. Baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we can stay inside. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. I know what I want, know that I care. Nothing can change that. Talk to me, babe, fall for me, babe. I need you to hear me. Never have I felt this way. I hope you feel the same. I'ma lose it out of control. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out.
Let me know what you are doing for the 4th. Little man was showing me his canvas here. We were actually painting earlier, the both of us. And so we've been having a good time doing that. He's just finishing up his painting. But I remember as a kid, like the 4th of July used to be such a big deal. We would go and see the fireworks and cook out and do all of the things. We actually used to have on my dad's side, we had a family reunion. This was when I was like a lot younger, and so now that I'm older, like honestly, I don't look forward to this. So let me tell you what happened last year. So we got our roof replaced last year, and during the 4th, so on our block, one of the things that we learned when we first moved in, we had a neighbor that was on the end of our block, and she came when we moved in. She was really nice. She came and like introduced herself, and she's like, yeah, you guys moved into the best block on the street. Like we all like look after each other and blah, 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 and all this stuff. So we thought that was really cool. A lot of people have moved since then. She actually moved last year or 2 years. Yeah, I think last year. But they had a huge block party for the 4th. So when our first year here, we kind of felt like obligated to go to it. And that was like the only year that I think that was the only year that we actually went. But they had like blow up, the jump houses and slides and everything for like little kids. We didn't have little man then, but they had that, and like people would bring, it was kind of like a potluck thing. Everybody would take their tables and chairs and everything outside to the front of their yard and kind of mingle and things like that. Some neighbors would do their own thing, but for the most part, like everybody was kind of, just engaged with what was going on. So since the years have passed, that has dwindled down. Like a lot of people, it's not really a block party anymore. But last year, we, like I said, got our roof replaced, and they were popping off fireworks. And one of the fireworks got up on our roof and like burned several of the shingles. And we were really upset about that, to be honest. And so now, like some of the neighbors, they will pop off like the ones that leave the ground, which are illegal. And I mean, everybody does that, y'all know. We're not trying to rain on anybody's parade, but I don't know. It's just, and then a couple years before that, we could actually see, because on our patio, we have a really, really good view. Like we can see several firework displays, which is like so awesome. But we actually saw that there was a fire in one of the parks that happened, and it was like all over the news and everything. And we went there a couple days after. Everything was like burned, like just like black char. It was crazy. So just, I hope everybody is safe and everything. But I guess what I'm trying to say is now I really don't look forward to it. Like I don't look forward to the loud noises. I don't look forward to people being up all late in the night and it being like an all night thing. And I don't know, I guess because I'm getting older, I just am, I think I'm really a lot more introverted, and I really just stay to myself. Like, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't go out and party. I don't, really, honestly, I really don't like to mingle with people that much. I don't know if it's because I'm introverted or what's going on. I mean, like, I'm social if I know you and everything, but other than that, I just don't like a bunch of like partying stuff and being around large crowds and all of that. Like, I would much rather just like a low key, family barbecue, or, I mean, even then it's just, I don't know. I think what we're going to do is just probably barbecue and maybe put up the net in the backyard and play like, some badminton, fill up the pool, have little men run around. Maybe we'll bring the bouncy house out there so he can bounce out there. I know it's supposed to be hot, but just do that. And then like I said, there's a lot of firework displays. We can actually view them at the comfort of our own home. We really don't have to go anywhere, but there is a place that a lot of people actually stop on our main road and look at the fireworks. So we might, just take a walk and go look at the fireworks and then come back home. But anyways, let me know what y'all are doing or if you have a tradition. So I already finished with the dishes. There weren't many of those. And now I am cleaning off the stove. The other day I made some chicken and cheese taquitos for dinner. Oh, they were so good. The last couple of days we just made like some Mexican inspired food, and it's been so good. I absolutely love Mexican food, whether it's Mexican American or Mexican authentic. I know a lot of people some people get really hurt when things aren't, made the way that they're supposed to be or the way that they think it is or whatever. But any kind of Mexican inspired food, I absolutely love. So it's been really good the last couple of days just to make something nice and fresh and just good, so.
Yeah, baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we can stay inside. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. Yeah, I wanna get there, I wanna get there. Just take my hand. Yeah, I wanna get there, I wanna get there. Just in my mind. Yeah, I wanna get there, I wanna get there. Just take my hand. Yeah, I wanna get there, I wanna get there. Just in my mind. I fell for you, you made it easy for me. Yeah, nothing that you could ever do would make me leave you, baby. I fell for you, you made it easy for me. Yeah, nothing that baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. Baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we can stay inside. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. Yeah, I wanna get there, I wanna get there. Just take my hand. Yeah, I wanna get there, I wanna get there. Just in my mind. Yeah, I wanna get there, I wanna get there. Just take my hand. Yeah, I wanna get there, I wanna get there. Just in my mind.
Have you been following this Diddy trial? Oh my goodness. I have if you're new here, a guilty pleasure for like celebrity drama and tea and hip hop beef and things like that. I've always been kind of on top of that. I absolutely love music. So I think that's probably where it comes from. But man, I don't think these celebrities or singers or anybody should really be like, people should envy them, because it's just not, it's not good. You don't know how these people act, in real life. And so a lot of these people, like Hollyweird, a lot of the people in Hollyweird are evil, in my opinion. But it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just it's my guilty pleasure. So I think it's absolutely crazy that he got convicted. He was found not guilty of like the biggest charge, which was, trafficking and racketeering. Crazy. From what I read, I heard that the prosecution did not have a a strong case, which is what led to the not guilty verdict. But I know that there's a couple charges that are still pending, which I believe he was found guilty. But that huge one was what I think a lot of people were kind of rooting for, and it's just crazy. I don't know. I knew that when he got caught and everything, I just had a feeling that he was going to get off. Like money, first of all, I think money has a lot to do with this. When you have a lot of money, that can buy you out of anything. And for what I was reading, he was actually, I think he gained like $4.6 million or something like that while he was locked up, because he was renting out his private plane to people who could afford it, which is crazy. Like, is crazy. So I think he used a lot of that money for his legal team. I know that he has a really good legal team, but Diddy is just, that man, this is just my opinion. I don't know if y'all know. I mean, I really do believe that he was behind a lot of people's deaths, like Biggie and Tupac. I mean, look at Mace. Mace was like his right-hand man, like back in the 90s. He was super, that man is super, not envious. What is the word I'm trying to look for? Super jealous, I guess, for lack of better terms, of people who have more potential than him or are doing better than him. I mean, he completely tarnished Mace's career, like completely tarnished his career. And then look, his ex-wife, look what happened to his ex-wife. She died of pneumonia mysteriously, right before she was going to come out with the Tell All book. She was going to release a book that she had been writing. And I don't know. I really think that that man is evil. And I mean, if you just look at what was released in the media when he paid off that the hotel security, he paid them like $100,000 to prevent that video of him and Cassie from being released. And he's just a monster. I don't think anybody should be putting their hands on anybody, regardless of your sex, gender, whatever. But, it's absolutely crazy. So I honestly predict that even if he does get the 10 years, I think that's like the max sentence for the additional 2 charges. He's only going to do a couple. Like, sadly, he's only going to do a couple. And I don't know. It's crazy. The world we live in is crazy. These people, these famous people with, billions and billions of dollars are just, I don't know. I know that there are some good people, but a lot of these people are just straight up dirty and trash, in my opinion.
What could he do for me? I told him that my love is free, but can you match me? I can do it all for myself. Want you, but really don't need help. So can you match me? I like luxury. I like fancy things. Shine on my body. Live like royalty. Treat you like a king. If I trust, but you must be worthy of the crown. I'm not just anybody, born to live in luxury. La 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 lux. La 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 la. I'm serving rich Auntie Chloe B. I know my job is a blessing, but if you pay me. Rocks on my wrist, fur on my feet. Setting the table in all the chic. Baby, come eat. I like luxury. I like fancy things. Shine on my body. Live like royalty. Treat you like a king if I trust. But you must be worthy of the crown. I'm not just anybody, born to live in luxury. I work too hard on my luxury. We come so far, oh,
absolutely love that song. I didn't want to interrupt it, so I just played it the whole way through. But there's a couple songs that I just absolutely love. I just think are a good vibe. They give you a good just beat to clean to. I love cleaning, like listening to music while I am cleaning, but I try not to play the same songs over and over again, just to switch things up and give it a variety. And I don't want any of you to get sick of me playing the same song, you know, over and over again. So that's why I try to have like a variety of music. I'm always looking at my music catalog and seeing what's there and downloading new music. Sometimes there just isn't new music, you know, artists just aren't producing new music. And so you have to just go with what is in the catalog or what you have. But I do try to switch it up. So the kitchen is cleaned. I already swept the floor, so I did that off camera. And I got my bucket with some hot soapy water, of course, my pine saw, you already know, and I got to work on the floors. And so it is just nice and wiped down and cleaned and smelling amazing. This always just feels so good. It always feels good when you get your home just nice and clean. It just gives you so much peace and just makes you feel so much better, in my opinion. So Rex was going in and out and in and out all morning. He loves to go right here where the sun portion is, the sun area, and just sunbake in the morning. He absolutely loves it. He'll just lay there, come inside, lay there, come inside. And he does that all throughout the morning. So I pulled down the shade because it is supposed to be super hot. It's supposed to be like 95 today. And so I pulled that down, and this just really helps with the sun. But I will say, for an update on him using the bathroom on the balcony, he has not done it at all. So I am just so thankful for that. Like I'm so glad that vinegar really worked. And when hubby usually takes him out at about 4 o'clock in the morning every morning before he goes to work. And so he makes sure that he does go downstairs, and now it's just like a routine. He just automatically goes downstairs, does his business, and then he'll come back upstairs and lay in his bed until, you know, he gets up for the morning. So that's been really good. I think I'm going to move the patio the patio set like back underneath the deck, because I used to have it underneath the deck so that we would have some shade if we want to go out there and sit. But because Rex was kind of doing his business on there, I didn't want, you know, the urine and everything getting down onto the patio set. So I moved it out. So I think I'll probably move that back. So we are now, I did already, as you saw, I folded the clothes. I did a couple of loads while I was cleaning everything else, and I am getting everything put up. So this just felt so good to get done. Y'all know I struggle with this. I don't have a problem doing the laundry, folding it and hanging it up, but putting it away is what I struggle with. It'll sit in the laundry room for a couple of days. So I'm glad that I got this done. I also got some dinner done before this. So I made some chicken tostadas, which came out so good. So now we are in the office, and these are my plants that are in the office here that I really need to, y'all, I have so many plant chores to do. And it does become, when you do, I have a lot of plants. They are spread throughout the home. Y'all know I absolutely love plants, but I'm doing like a section at a time. I do need to go and get some plant supplies so bad. Like I really do need nursery pots and things like that, but I'm just trying to do a section at a time and just get all of my plant chores done. So we are going to be doing that, and I am glad that I got this done as well.
I usually all avoid all the back streets. I usually all avoid all the bad things. I can't just come around because you happy, cause I didn't do you good when you had me. I hope you still got time and you ain't past me. I hope you've been forgiving all the sad things. Baby, I'm still falling for you, you should grab me. So say the word and baby, you can have me. I just think that we should double up. Tell me girl, what you running from? Don't you think that we should double up? Tell me girl, what you running from?
One thing I have been doing lately, it is putting plants together. So I have 2 PPPs here. These are philodendron pink princesses, and I am going to just pot these together. I I do need to get bigger, larger nursery pots. I don't have any larger ones. This is the largest one I have, but this was perfect because the smaller one, the roots really, I mean, the roots are established, but they're not that big. So this plant's nursery pot size will be absolutely perfect. And a lot of my plants, that is one thing, they are climbers. So even though I love a good vining plant, if you stake your plants and let them climb like they would in their natural habitat, the leaves are going to grow so much bigger. But I do like the look of a vining plant, and so, some of them, but that is just a general rule of thumb. And so these PPPs definitely need a good stake. I mean, they do get top heavy. And so these are just leftover clear straws. They're the extra large clear straws. I really like these way better than wood planks, because the wood after a while is going to rot in the soil. Like as you water your plant and everything, and obviously the wood is going to get rotted as well. I have tried to seal some of the stakes, the wooden stakes, with like epoxy or polyurethane, and it does hold up a bit longer than the natural, it without the sealant, but eventually it's going to rot. I'm not the biggest fan of moss poles. That is something that you can definitely use too as a stake to get the cheap moss poles that a lot of companies sell are the actual material is not moss. So that's one thing. And another thing, I mean, getting the materials and everything for the moss poles can be expensive, and they do require a lot of work. Like you have to make sure that you water it really well. I mean, they do work, but they're just not my favorite. So I'm using this cast worm enrichment formula here. This was actually gifted to me. And so it really just helps with maintains your root system and gives it a healthy root system, especially when you're repotting plants. So I sprinkled some of that on top of the potting mix. If y'all hear, I just gave Rex a carrot, so he's over here chewing and walking around. So that's what the background noises. I apologize. But so I got that plant repotted, and now this is my imperial green, and this definitely needed a repot, but it does have a stick in it for self-watering, and those really they can be really convenient. But the one thing I don't like about them is that exactly what's happening here, it will grow into the root system and into the nursery pot, which is kind of annoying. So I ended up taking it out. So I'm gonna repot this, and then you'll see how my philodendron Brazil, oh my goodness, y'all, I had to chop it up. I had to chop up the entire plant.
Wasn't in the group chat. I got a lot to prove, let me prove that. I heard you out the city, you should move back. Be the one to keep you smiling, let me do that. Never told none of your secrets, I was loyal. Well, I really wasn't loyal, but was loyal. I've been working on myself, I've been changing. So believe me when I say I just think that we should double up. Double up, double up. Tell me, girl, what you running from? Running from, running from. Don't you think that we should double up? Double up, double up. Tell me, girl, what you running from? Running from, running from. I just think that we should double up. Double up, double up. Tell me, girl, what you running from? Running from, running from. Don't you think that we should double up? Double up, double up. Tell me, girl, what you running from? Running from, running from.
We should double back, ayy. 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 We should double back,
Have been thinking about, I used to have these glass shelves. These are from IKEA. I used to have these downstairs, and I've since moved them up here in the office because I really just didn't think it fit the aesthetic in the front room anymore. And I mean, that was the main reason, if I'm being honest. And so here's the thing that I dislike about these shelves. They're glass, so literally, I mean, all of the dust and everything is going to show. Like your stains, even when you water a plant, like the water stains are going to show. The shelf, the height of the shelves are not big. So like I said, a lot of my plants are climbers. And so once they get to a certain height, I cannot put them on the shelves anymore. That's why I really prefer open shelving, like something that is, you know, just like a console table or something like that, that I can put the plants on, because they won't, you know, eventually your plants are going to get bigger. And so it won't outgrow the shelf. So I have been thinking about selling this unit and getting something else. I would like more of like an industrial look, like more like a wood type of shelving system or something like that. I've seen a few. I'll definitely end up buying it used off of OfferUp. I'm sure I will. So that will probably be something that I do. I mean, I do really like these shelves, but it's just, for me, I don't know, it's just not practical anymore. So I've been thinking about that. So this is my Philodendron Brazil. And as you can see, just looking at it like this, you can see that it is very, very long. I mean, not very, very, but it is pretty long, but you can see the very bottom of the leaves are getting super, super small. And that is because there is no support on here. Like, it could be a lot of things. I mean, it does get plenty of light over here in the office, but so I don't think that's the issue. There's so many things that it could be a bacterial infection. It could be pest infection if your leaves are getting smaller and smaller. So I ended up, my initial thought is I was just going to give this a trim, because pruning your plants is really, really good for them. It promotes new growth. But then after I untangled this, I did this off camera. This girl is so bald headed. It's not even like, her edges are missing. Her follicles are missing. I mean, bald headed. And I'm going to show you.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed, you like fast life, you like to drive.
So you can just see how bald she is. She is very, very leggy. Leggy means the vines, you can see it's missing a bunch of leaves. And that can be due to a lot of reasons. I don't prefer my plants to look like this at all, so I'm going to cut her up. This here is a philodendron, just a green heartleaf philodendron. I grew this one straight from cuttings. So you can see how full this is. And once the roots on the cuttings got long enough, I planted her up. I do think that she's got some kind of pest. I don't know what's going on with her, but I took everything to the sink and I watered it. I washed off the leaves. I sprayed neem oil and I did all of the things. So I just I cut this plant up and I'm just going to start.
You want some love, like when you feel like calling midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you cross my path. I've been sinking lately and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars up to let us know?
This is the plant food that I enjoy using. This is super, super easy. It's Dr. Earth's. I get it from Walmart. You just pump it in the water and you're done. It is the best. I really, really like this fertilizer. It's worked really well. I have played around with the different fertilizer. I tried using I bought a huge thing of fish. It's basically fish poop, which is really, really good. That can really work for your plants, but it wasn't for me. It stunk really, really bad. And the gallon, actually, the liquid, if you don't use it within a certain amount of time, it will harden. So I ended up wasting a lot of that. So I'm just going to stick to what I know and what I like and what I know works. So a couple of these plants I already repotted, and so I just rinse the leaves off really well. If you have pest, I recommend rinsing the leaves off with some warm water. It'll knock everything off. And if you have a really like aggressive pest infestation, use some alcohol or some peroxide. But I sprayed everything down with some neem oil. I also had some plants in the tub, and so I just like to let everything drain and let the neem oil kind of fall off the leaves so that things aren't, you know, dripping water before I put them back on the shelves.
And go. You only got this life. No guarantees and stars around. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. Hiding it by myself. No guarantees you'll find me. Said if it's faith you'll find me. Leaving the past behind. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wanna know, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust the stars about to let us know? I'd go, but
Really want to redo the space in here in the office, but I just work with what I have. I want to get a rug in here. As I've mentioned before, I want to get a new desk so bad. I've been looking on OfferUp for a new desk. A lot of the furniture I have is used and I have no problem buying things like that. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. I have seen a couple of desks on OfferUp that were really nice, but they are too small. Like I want to get something, the desk that I have it's probably like the width of this shelf, which isn't really that big and it's not that wide. So I want to get something that's a lot bigger and just fits the aesthetic in here a lot more. But I want to get a rug in here and kind of just do this up. I don't know if I thought about selling these gold chairs. I would like to get something like bigger, like more comfortable. These chairs are not comfortable at all. So, you know, just eventually get some things in here and just kind of make this area, this room, just a nice planty vibe and somewhere where I can come in here and do my, you know, do what I need to do. So. This is how the plants are looking the next morning. I got everything cleaned off. The leaves are cleaned off. Everything was pretty much repotted. And I'm loving this. I just am glad. I hope that these plants do well and they prosper. This is one of the Brazil cuttings. So it took me a little bit to cut up all of those vines, but I got them all cut up and propagating in some water. I love the variegation on this pothos. It is so beautiful. And here is the other jar here of propagations. I do have a Hoya carrii on the floor. I did have to end up staking that one because it was getting way too top heavy and that doesn't fit on the shelf. So I'm going to move that downstairs. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye.